In this co-teaching approach, alternative or differentiated teaching, one teacher manages a large group of students, while the other takes a small group for a specific instructional purpose. In this particular teaching sample, a resident is managing the large group and a mentor is managing the small group, but their roles can be switched.
Alternative differentiated instruction is taking a small group of students separate from whole class, and you're either teaching them the same content material, or you use that small group away from whole class to provide intervention for students who might not have learned a concept previously.
It could also be used for enrichment for students who already have the concept, and we just want to take them a little bit farther than the other students are ready for.
This approach provides instructional flexibility and can be used for enrichment, remediation, assessment, or pre-teaching, as well as for alternative methods of providing lesson input.
We can reteach, we can enrich the students' needs, we can also do behavior modifications, and give the students the specific support they need to personalize their instruction.
When we plan an alternative lesson, if a student is struggling in math and she was the one to initially teach the concept, and she was the one to notice a student who was struggling in that area, we might have her teach the concept in the small group. Or we might think, you know what, the student needs a completely different person, different method of learning about this. So then I might be teaching the small group in order to just provide a different way of looking at things.
If I have a stronger connection with the student, it might actually be a good plan for her to have the small group to make those connections with the students too. So then in the long run, we're both connected with all of our students.
Teachers using this strategy will want to pull students for a variety of purposes so that this approach does not create a situation in which those instructed using this format feel labeled or stigmatized in any way.
They do wonder why they're chosen sometimes, so we've explained to them that all students have different needs. And they understand that. They realize as the school year goes along, we have a very safe classroom environment and we're all here to learn. And so everyone seems fine with when they're pulled back and when they're not pulled back.
This co-teaching approach should be used occasionally when it is needed to increase the performance of particular students or groups of students.
With differentiated instruction, I feel like I can really reach my students' specific needs. I really get to know the students and I can zero in on exactly what they need me to help them with. With a small group, they can feel like they're being heard and they can feel safe to ask questions to allow for their best understanding of the content.
To a teacher that is looking to use alternative instruction for their students, I think it's wonderful, and especially with the co-teaching model, having someone else in the classroom who can support you in noticing the gaps in students' learning or the students who need to have that enrichment.